Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Chris Nichols here from Bow Roach Outfitters. Today what I want to do is take you through the ins and outs of buying your first pair of waders. We're going to be talking about a lot of things: construction, materials, price tiers. It's all important for you to make a proper decision on what waders are going to be best for you. Now here at the shop, we do carry Simms waders, and they are fantastic waders. We absolutely love them. So I'll be showing you a lot of Simms gear today. But honestly, this video will be useful for anybody looking at any brand of waders. We don't really want to make it necessarily brand specific. We just want to give you some good education on what waders are right for you. Okay, so let's start off with the Simms Tributary waders because this is a great example of an entry-level wader. These will be around the $300 mark Canadian. Look at the River Camo, so sexy. That's just a 20 bucks more. So the key thing with entry-level waders is going to be the materials that they're made out of. These are made out of a breathable, waterproof polyester material. You have 3 layers on the upper and then 4 layers on the lower. And the idea there is less layers means it's more breathable, and just a little bit more comfortable to wear. But the more layers you have, the more rugged the waders are. So that's typically going to be more layers on the bottom section, in the legs, the knees, the seat of the waders. That's where you get a lot of wear. Okay, so next we're moving up to the Freestone waders by Simms. Now this is going to be a bit of a price jump. We're going up to $500 Canadian, but we're getting a big improvement in the materials. So the Freestones are now using a Toray fabric. This is more breathable and more rugged than the more basic waterproof polyester. You get 4 layers top and bottom, so they're rugged all the way throughout. The Freestone will also give you some nice attachments. You're going to get more zippers. You're going to get this tippet tender here where you can store your phone and things like that. So some more conveniences. But the real improvement here now is a more breathable, comfortable fabric and a little bit more rugged. It just stand up to more use. And that's why the Freestones for the dollar are incredibly popular. They really represent good value. So now I'm going to show you a brand new pair of waders from Simms. This is the new Confluence stocking foot wader. And I'm showing you this because this represents a few more tools and conveniences that you're getting for your dollar. So this is still using Toray fabric, 4 layers in the upper, but now it's using a polycarbonate infused proprietary Toray in the legs, 4 layers of that. And it's definitely more rugged than what you'd even find in the Freestone. You can even see here reinforced knee pads, stronger gravel guards. This is really designed for somebody who's going to fish a lot more, or they just really are going to be in rugged environments and they want their waders to last. What you're also getting here for the extra money is things like fly patches, tool attachments here, fleece lined pockets. This is really nice. You got that tippet tender in there as well, and it has a bit more storage. So you are paying more money, but you're getting more attachments, more conveniences, and it really is about the more money you spend, the more rugged the waders get overall. So now that brings us to the Simms G3s. Now this is a mainstay in the industry. I think everybody in the shop has owned a pair of these because they do represent really good value, but also something that will last you a long time. The main upgrade here now is this is where you're getting into Gore-Tex. Now this is going to cost you about $850 Canadian. They're pricey waders, but Gore-Tex is a superior material for making waders. All the high-end waders from all the companies, they're going to use Gore-Tex when you get up there. So Gore-Tex is supremely breathable, but it's also more rugged than any of the materials we've seen so far. And so it gives you comfort and it gives you long-lasting, rugged construction. You get 3 layers in the upper, you get 4 layers in the lower. I also really like lots of pockets, fleece lined, so it's nice even on those cold days. This does have a tippet tender. I know we've seen that, but this one's actually removable. So you've got a zipper here. You can take that off and then you could change it to a waterproof pouch or something if you're really worried about your phone or electronics. So you have some customizability there. But this is really a worthy upgrade to get that superior material. Okay, finally, we're looking at the Simms G4Z waders. These are $1,250 Canadian. You're absolutely paying a premium, but what are you getting for your money? Well, Gore-Tex construction is largely the same as the G3s. So again, these are designed to be as rugged and breathable as possible, but you do have some improvements. So first off, you're going to get things like a more padded foot on the pressure point on the top of the foot. It's nice and comfortable. These gravel guards are incredibly rugged, so kicking against rocks, trudging through gravel, they're going to prevent any sort of damage there. But the other big change here with the Simms G4Zs is you're getting a waterproof zipper. This is actually really great. I didn't appreciate how wonderful this is until I had a pair to use. First off, just getting in and out of your waders is a lot easier. If it's a hot day, you can unzip and just get more flow of air. And of course, when you need to take care of business, it's way easier to do it with the zippers instead of pulling everything down and pushing everything off. So yes, you're paying a premium, but this is what you're going to get for a top-end pair of waders. So before we get into the fit of the waders, just want to talk about the wading belt system. All the waders are going to come with a wading belt, and it's absolutely a good idea to either use the wading belt itself, or if you have a bag that has a belt system on its own, maybe it's a lumbar pack or something, that works too. Now, a wading belt isn't going to prevent water from getting in the waders, but it's going to slow down the ingress of water if you happen to take a spill. It is a misconception that if your waders fill up with water, you're going to sink like a stone to the bottom of the lake or river. That's not how it works. I mean, once they fill up with water, if you're in the water, you're still neutrally buoyant. But keeping water out of your waders is a good idea. First off, it adds a lot of weight to the waders when you are trying to swim or then get out of the water. Of course, the other thing too is the less cold water that you get into your body and around your organs and stuff, the less chance you'll have of getting cold or hypothermia, which can be a serious issue even on a relatively warm day. Okay, so we'll show you the fit for the waders, but before I even do that, I want to talk about the pants you're wearing underneath. It's actually an important tip. I'm wearing jeans today because I'm in the shop, and I mean, you can wear jeans under wader, but it's not ideal. Now, as a side note with the pants that you are choosing to wear, you don't want anything that's got rivets on it or any rough materials and stuff that could damage the inner liner. As well, you'll find things like jeans can be very constrictive for movement, and actually on the water, that can be dangerous. I find that the best thing to have for summertime is like a lightweight, quick drying pant, far more comfortable. And then if you're gonna do any winter fishing, get something like a fleece pant. That's really nice to have under the waders as well. Jeans are pretty uncomfortable. They can be tight. You wanna be as comfortable as possible. But anyways, when you're popping waders on, you're gonna have different kinds of fit. And I mean, you definitely wanna get in the shop and try waders on to really get down your particular sizing. Make sure that the stocking foot is the right size for your feet. Sims are largely going to be 9 to 11 size feet for men. I'm size 9, so that's what I would wear. I do want to mention, though, that when you are getting your waders on, and I'm sorry about all the noise going through the mic as I throw this on, one thing I do want to say, the chest measurement. I actually like to get waders a little bit bigger. So my personal size, I wear a medium king-sized wader. That actually gives me a little bit more space in the chest. Yeah, I'm getting older, I'm not getting any skinnier, so that is one thing. But I also like having that extra space. I mean, better to have more than have it too tight. On a hot summer day, I can get nice airflow, but also if I'm fishing on a cold day, it's nice to be able to put layers underneath the waders, multiple layers, and not have it be constricting and tight. So when in doubt, if you are worried about the chest size and it's a little bit tight, go a little bit wider. Now, another part of the sizing for waders is going to be the actual inseam length for your legs. And I do prefer to have a little bit more length than I might need, or at least I don't want them to be very short and right at the bare minimum, because you want to be able to have that mobility. So we often tell people when they come in the shop to do the Captain Morgan, put their leg up on something like a stool, and you want to make sure that you have that slack so that you're not pulling on your knee, you're not getting pushed into the groin here with the waders, that it's nice and comfortable and that you can have a good range of motion. The other thing you can do then is adjust your shoulder straps here. You can tighten them up. What that will do is lift the waders up into the crotch a little bit. So if you have extra space there and you feel that it's too much, you can absolutely adjust that. All of that being said, everybody's body is different. And so if for some chance you don't have waders that will fit you, companies like Sims, for example, also have a custom shop where you can choose exactly the stocking foot you want, custom measurements that you need for chest, hips, legs, inseam, all that kind of stuff. So if you're not finding that the standard sizes give you a good fit, you can absolutely go to the custom shop. So as you've seen, there's a lot of variety and a lot of different features when it comes to waders. And one thing I will say is, generally speaking, the more money you spend on waders, the more rugged they get. They do get a little bit heavier, but you'll also find that higher end waders have more advanced suspenders, things with elastic that absorb a bit of the weight and can be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more breathable. You can even get pants. You can get wading pants in either Toray or Gore-Tex, depending on your budget. And those are great if you don't feel you need to wade deep and you just don't want to have the heat or the constriction of having something over your body. There's lots of options. So last thing I want to leave you with, and this isn't just because we sell waders, but I do find that if you're going to spend a little bit more money in fly fishing gear, waders are a good place to spend it. I mean, the fact of the matter is, once you get waders and allows you to go into the water deeper and fish water that you don't normally get to fish, you will find that you use them a lot. And so it's good to have a pair of waders that, yes, suits your budget, but absolutely also will last you for years and years to come and maybe be more comfortable just amortized over all those days of fishing. So definitely do consider that. I know we've just sort of scratched the surface, but hopefully you guys found this video helpful. And if you do have any further questions about waders, fit, materials, all that kind of stuff, please leave those those in the comments below. Absolutely, we will answer those questions for you. Subscribe, give a like to the channel if you enjoyed this. We hope you did. We will talk about wading boots in another episode, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss that. We'll see you soon with more from Border Trout Fitters.